and very good evening to all of you. And today, here we are yet again with another interesting session that basically says that we are going to discuss about the most important chapters of zoology where your NEET examination is concerned. All right. So today we will be talking about all the different and all the important chapters of zoology. Along with that, I'll also be telling you that which are the topics that are basically important in those chapters itself, right? So before we jump right into the session, do not forget to like the session, and if you are going to find it useful, do share the session among your friends as well, right? Other than that, I want to tell you that it's really important for you guys to subscribe to this channel because one of the most interesting series is coming up. And before starting and jumping right into the session, I would like to inform you about that series. So it's basically a STAR program, right? And it is majorly for the students who are moving from 10th grade into 11th grade. Right, and the series is going to get started from 4th of April, and the first session is going to take place at 8 a.m. sharp on 4th of April. So do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get instant notifications. You can get all the important notifications and announcements which are going to happen in this particular channel. All right, so let's get started. And today we will be talking about the 5 most important zoology chapters as per your NEET examination is concerned. All right. Okay. So one by one, we're going to discuss. Right. So basically, whenever we are talking about, important chapters, important topics, that doesn't really mean that, only these chapters are going to get concerned or these chapters should be there in your mind whenever you're preparing. Okay, we are grown up enough to understand that whenever we are preparing for any kind of examination, it's actually important to prepare it, and you have to analyze it in certain way that you have to understand that why this chapter is important, how many questions are expected from this chapter, how many marks, you can score if you are going to be stronger in that particular chapter. So these are the analysis that you yourself have to do, right? We can just guide you through it. Along with this, you also have to make sure that the chapters that I'm not taking name of here, among the 5 most important chapters, those chapters, can make the base of you and, it can just help you guide through it. But that doesn't mean that those chapters are not important, right? But yes, there are certain chapters which have higher weightage as per the examination is concerned. And that is why we will be focusing on those chapters. And that is the main reason that, we will be talking about the most important chapters. Along with that, I'll guide you through the topics as well. Okay? Okay. So the first chapter that we'll be talking about here, absolutely both the chapters of Biotechnology unit. Okay? So the first one for you guys, it becomes Biotechnology Principles and Processes. Okay. And if I talk about the second chapter, that is also going to be Biotechnology and its applications. Right? Okay, so whenever I talk about the Biotechnology unit, that unit itself, which basically consists of 2 chapters, that is Biotechnology Principles and Processes, along with Biotechnology and its applications. So both the chapters which are a part of that particular unit, it actually becomes really, really important. That unit itself, it actually consists of around 11 to 15 marks, okay? And the questions that come from that chapter, the number of the questions that are coming from these particular chapters are actually higher in number. You can actually score up to 15 marks from this particular unit. So automatically both these chapters become extremely important, when we talk about the NEET examination, because you have to understand that once you are in a growing world where the technology is working so hard and everything, whatever we are doing, we are just so dependent upon the technology. So biotechnology is that particular area, or you can say that it's that particular field that everything that is happening nowadays, it's all based on biotechnology. The food that you're eating, Okay, the vaccines that are being made, the medicines that we are taking, the new combinations, and we are able to make even the genetically modified animals as well nowadays, right? So that is a particular field which is going to be enhanced, and it's always going to be elaborated and described ahead, right? That is why this unit automatically becomes very important. So both the chapters from this unit, that is principles and processes along with applications of biotechnology, are extremely important, right? And if I talk about the topics that these particular chapters contain, you can, PCR becomes really important topic over here. Recombinant DNA technology becomes really important. Genetically modified crops, okay, transgenic animals. So, these are the core topics which automatically become really important when we talk about biotechnology unit overall. Okay. So, these two chapters are definitely going to be there. Other than that, human reproduction. So when we talk about zoology, reproduction unit, overall has been, it has always played a really important role, because there are a lot of number of questions which gets repeated every now and then. There are questions whose like the pattern only changes, okay? They're gonna make it a little bit complicated, or they can just twist the question. But these are the chapters, these are the core topics which we have seen that the questions are definitely going to come from these areas, right? And human reproduction is actually one of those areas, along with reproductive health. So the fourth chapter that automatically becomes important for you guys is reproductive health. Okay, so now if I talk about the topics over here, if I talk about the human reproduction topic, of course your menstrual cycle is very important. Okay, menstrual cycle becomes important over here. Then female and male reproductive tract. It brings out all different kind of questions where they can ask you about, where this process happens, what is the example, what is the function of vas deferens, what is the function of the scrotum. If I talk about the female reproductive tract, they can actually relate it with, the methods of birth control as well, and they can twist it out. So automatically this chapter becomes extremely important, right? Now, if I talk about the reproductive health, so here all the birth control methods, it becomes extremely important. Whether it's the temporary method, whether it's the natural methods that take place, whether it's the surgical method, and all the birth control methods become extremely important, along with MTP, that is medical termination of pregnancy. A lot of examples, a lot of questions can come up from this area as well, right? Other than that, also you can focus when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases. Okay, so these are, kind of the topics that are always being covered, and these are the topics that, never fades away, I would say. Whether any year of the examination is there, certain topics are getting added, certain topics are getting deleted, but these are actually the core topics which always has an importance when it comes to the examination perspective, right? So these are the 4 chapters. In the last chapter, if I talk about, it's definitely going to be human health and diseases. As we know that this year, 2 different diseases are being added in the human health and disease chapter, that is going to be dengue and chikungunya. So whenever certain new things are getting added in the syllabus, automatically it becomes important, right? Because, the focus actually goes on these diseases as they have been added newly to the syllabus. So whenever we are talking about something new or some, certain new topics to be added, automatically the focus goes there, and it is one of those chapters even before these diseases were added, because we study about the entire immune system in very detail in this particular chapter. Then we study about the bacterial diseases, the viral diseases, all the diseases we study about in this particular chapter. So it also holds up an important space whenever the exam perspective is concerned. So here as well, I'm going to mention your diseases along with the immune system. Right, bacterial, viral diseases. So in all total, now if you ask me, these are the 5 most important chapters when it comes to zoology. We'll start from biotechnology, both the chapters of the biotechnology unit, that is biotechnology principles and processes, along with biotechnology and its applications. And the topics that I definitely feel are really important from the exam perspective, it's going to be PCR, recombinant DNA technology, genetically modified crops, transgenic animals, and various other applications, when the applications are considered in medicine, when the applications are considered in agricultural field, of course those are also important topics. Then we talk about human reproduction. So here, menstrual cycle, female and male reproductive tracts, right? These automatically become really important topics, because these are certain complicated topics and a lot of information in very brief it's given. So a lot of information can actually help us in making a lot of different questions as well, right? So that is why automatically these topics become important. Then if I talk about the reproductive health, so here the birth control methods, medical termination of pregnancy, sexually transmitted diseases, these are the topics which always hold an important place whenever the exam perspective is concerned, right? And then ultimately we have human health and diseases, because a new edition has also been made over here when we talk about dengue and chikungunya. Other than that, of course, other bacterial viral diseases, also the complete, the entire information about our immune system when the immunity is being concerned, right? So human health and diseases is also a chapter that becomes important over here. So according to me, that was the analysis, and according to me, these are the 5 most important chapters when it comes to zoology for NEET examination. And I truly hope that you take all the lectures of these chapters. You focus on the NCRT completely, of course, because NCRT is always going to be the base, as I've always told you all. And when you are sure about your NCRT, and then of course you can watch our lectures. On our channel we have various different lectures on respective topics over here, and then you can solve the previous year questions, you can go for mock tests and stuff like that, and that is why it's going to help you. I mean, what I feel is that when you know that certain chapters, certain topics are important, then you should be damn sure about those chapters and topics, so that whenever anything related to that particular area or that particular segment is coming, you should be super sure, and you should not be making any sort of mistake when it comes to that area. It should be like, I'm pretty confident about this area, I'm pretty confident about this chapter, because I already knew that these chapters are important and I have prepared them well enough that I am not going to make any sort of mistake when this area or this segment is considered, right? So that was it. That was about today's session, when I wanted to share the most important chapters of zoology with you all, right? Other than that, before leaving, again, I would like to tell you all that do not forget to subscribe the channel, please. Okay, because a lot of interesting facts are coming, and a very, very interesting series is going to get launched on 4th of April. That basically is the STAR program, and it's majorly for the students who are moving from 10th grade to 11th grade. And the first session is going to happen on 8th, on 8 at 8 a.m. on 4th of April, right? 4th of April, guys, the series is going to get started. So please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Hi Pavan. So whenever you are preparing for 11th, 12th. Of course, it's not specific that which NCERT should be followed, but 11th and 12th grade NCERT, all the basics are, somewhat similar when it comes to different books. Okay, so you see, I know that there are certain criteria that we should follow the new NCERT or the old NCERT. Do not worry about it. Whatever NCERT you have, please follow that. If you have the new one, you don't really need to buy another one. If you have the old NCERT, please continue with old NCERT. There is not much of a difference. I would refer that, especially just for like few changes, you'll have to go and buy another book. I don't really believe in that. So whatever NCERT you have, rather it's new or old, you can follow the NCERT, because other than NCERT also you have a lot of content available, right? If you, like for example, if you come to our channel itself, you'll get the lectures of all the things, okay? And we are making specific lectures on the things which are being added, like for dengue, chikungunya, frog. So we know that there are certain things and there are certain topics which are being added in the new syllabus. We are making separate videos for that as well. So whatever NCERT you have, new or old, just follow that. Just read it through your heart. Like, you should be super sure about NCERT. There should be nothing left in NCERT, and everything comes later. Whether it's watching the content lectures, whether it's about solving the FAQs, whether it's attending the mock test, everything will happen when you're already sure and when you're already confident about the NCERT itself, right? So that would be my suggestion to all of you. As I said, that if you like the video, if you found it useful, please share it with other friends and do like the session so that we know that you're liking it, right? Yes, I will definitely, we'll plan a strategy session for all of you, okay? And let's do one thing, that whatever sessions you guys want, okay, whatever strategy sessions or whatever help you guys want, please do comment below so that we know that what kind of content are you expecting from us. And I'll definitely get back with whether it's revision series, whether it's a strategy video, whether it's marks wise distribution video, whatever you guys want. For that, basically what you need to do is you need to comment down below that what exactly are you expecting. Like the session, share it with other friends, okay? Tell them also to comment down that what exactly are you expecting from us and what help do you need from us. And we are here just to help you out, okay? We are here so that it's easier for you to study, it's easier for you to prepare for the examination, right? Other than that, do not forget to subscribe the channel. As I told you, 4th of April, very interesting series is going to get launched, okay? 8 a.m., 4th April would be the first session. Okay, it's called the STAR program for the kids who are moving from 10th grade to 11th grade, and it's going to be very helpful. So do share it with your younger brothers, sisters, friends, family, everyone, okay? And it's going to be very helpful. Do morphology and anatomy. Okay, done. Thank you so much, Pawan. I think, your comments are going to really help us. But as I said, that in this session, we'll definitely take your suggestion into consideration. And also, I would request other students to also comment down below that what other sessions do you want. Okay, like Pawan has already requested for anatomy session on, morphology sessions and strategy sessions. So we would definitely like to come up with more new sessions and more, you can say, exciting sessions which actually is going to help you out. So I would request to share it with each and every one, okay, so that they can comment down below about your requirements, and we are happy to help every time, okay? So for now, thank you so much. If you like the session, please like it, okay, and share it with other friends, and subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, get ready for the new series that is going to come on 4th of April, 8 a.m. sharp. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.